My people, I told you how Emeka, the so-called husband, nearly killed Ngozi with his own hands. I told you how Mama Grace, her mother, swore never to forgive. And I showed you how her silent revenge began when men Emeka cheated stormed his house. But what happened next will make your heart shake, because a mother's anger is like fire. Once it starts, nothing can stop it. Now let us take you deeper into the storm. When Emeka was dragged out that night, he tasted fear for the first time. The men demanded their money. He begged, cried, and promised to pay. They beat him until his face swelled, then gave him 7 days to return what he stole. He returned home, limping, broken, humiliated. He blamed everyone, his friends, his business partners, but never suspected Mama Grace. When Ngozi heard about the beating, her heart shook. She told her mother, "Mama, please, let us stop this. I don't want blood on my hands. If anything happens to him, his family will blame me." Mama Grace placed her hand on her daughter's head. "Ngozi, you almost died in his hand. Did anyone in his family cry for you? Did they care? My child, sometimes silence is weakness. This battle is not yours, it is mine." Ngozi wept. She loved her mother, but she feared her mother's anger even more. Emeka, in his shame, decided to reassert his power. He came to Mama Grace's house again, shouting like a madman. "You old witch, you barked. You are turning my wife against me. You will see fire if you don't stop." Mama Grace stood outside, holding her wrapper tight around her waist. Her voice was calm, but her eyes were sharp. "Emeka, I don't need to turn my daughter against you. You did that yourself. If you want fire, then wait, because fire is coming." Enraged, Emeka slapped Ngozi right there in front of her mother. Ngozi fell on the ground, screaming in pain. That was the last straw. Mama Grace didn't shout, didn't fight. She only looked at him with eyes cold like ice and said, "You will regret this day, I swear." From that day, Mama Grace became more dangerous. She began to spread Emeka's dirty secrets in whispers. She told a friend in the market that Emeka was a fraud. She told a pastor that Emeka was beating his wife. She told a police officer that Emeka might be hiding stolen money. Like wind spreading fire, her words traveled far. Soon, people started looking at Emeka differently. His workers no longer trusted him. His family began to ask questions. Even his friends pulled away. But still, Emeka did not know the hand behind his downfall was Mama Grace. One afternoon, Ngozi returned from the hospital with medicine. She saw her mother writing a letter, sealing it in an envelope. "Mama, who are you writing to?" she asked. Mama Grace quickly hid the letter inside her wrapper. "It is nothing, my daughter. Go and rest." But curiosity burned in Ngozi's heart. Later, she found out the letter was addressed to Emeka's company headquarters in the city. Her mother was exposing Emeka's theft to his own employers. Ngozi trembled. "Mama, please, you will destroy him completely." Mama Grace looked at her and said, "Ngozi, the man already destroyed himself. I am only pulling the curtains so the world can see." A few weeks later, Emeka was summoned by his company. He went with pride, thinking maybe it was promotion. But instead, he was greeted with files, evidence, and accusations. Money was missing, accounts were forged, deals were fake, and all fingers pointed to him. "Mr. Emeka," the director said coldly, "you are finished here. Prepare to face the law." Emeka's legs shook. His world was collapsing like a house built on sand. When he returned home that night, his anger was fire. He barged into Mama Grace's house, wild like a lion. "You did this," he screamed. "You old woman, you destroyed my life." Mama Grace stood tall. fearless. No, Emeka, you destroyed yourself the day you raised your hand against my child. Emeka raised his fist to strike her, but suddenly he froze. Standing behind Mama Grace, holding a machete, was Ngozi. Her eyes were red with tears. Her hands shook, but her voice was firm. If you touch my mother today, Emeka, I swear I will cut you down. The room went silent. Even Emeka felt fear. For the first time, he realized he was losing control completely. But my people, listen carefully. That night, as Emeka sat drinking himself to madness, a strange knock came to his door. He opened it and froze. Standing there was his own woman from the city, holding a baby. Emeka, she said coolly, this is your son, and since you refuse to care for us, I will tell your wife everything. Emeka's mouth dropped open. His secret life had now walked straight into his house. And guess who told the woman where to find him? Yes, Mama Grace. The snake was tightening its coil around his neck. But my people, the real storm was yet to come. Stay tuned for the next part.